This list of devices is our simplified view. So this is the view which can be useful especially in the environments when we don't have too many computers to protect. So we can manage each computer separately, we can assign backup policies to them, or for example, monitor their backups. For example, here is my desktop computer, and I can see that it's already successfully protected. So this is my computer status. There is information about last and next backup time, and also list of already assigned backup plans. For each backup plan, we can also see how it was completed, what status was when this backup was completed by the last time. And here I can assume that there was 2 computers in my demo backup plan, and both of them completed this backup plan successfully with no issues and no problems. By pressing on the name of the backup plan, we can call for plan dashboard. The backup plan, we can say it's a backup policy. About details of backup policies, we will talk a little bit later. But here we can also call for the device dashboard. And we've got some detailed information about our computer on this dashboard, like for example, of course, its name, information whether the computer is online. For each computer, you can also add your own comment, your own description, because we know that very often it's hard to determine which computer is which one based only on the computer name. Below, there is information about outdated version of the agent, and I think it's a good moment to make a pause and talk about the update process. Because when we are releasing update of Xopero 1, we automatically update Xopero 1 management service that are running directly in the SaaS. And that's all what we do automatically. We do not update the agents automatically because we don't want, for example, to interrupt any backup or restore process that may be in place, and we left decision about the time of the agent update to the customer. Of course, we recommend to keep the management and agent always in the newest version, and this is the first step in any troubleshooting to update the agent and the management to the newest released version. But of course, we keep our agents and management service with backward compatibility, so at any time the outdated agent is able to connect to updated management service. If there is any management service update available, there are of course suitable information displayed directly here in the management service. So that's all I think about the update process. Here we've got device status again. We used to say it's device health. And here we can see that my computer is already successfully protected. In case of any problems, any errors with the agent, backups, or other tasks done by the computer, I will have also their information about the computer health and statuses of those processes. Then we've got storage usage by our devices. We can choose the storage for which we are going to check the usage. And for example, here I can see that compressed backups of this computer takes less than 40 gigabytes, but the original size of data is around 71 gigabytes, and in total on this storage we've got used around 125 terabytes. There is list of backup plans already assigned to the computer with information, for example, about the last backup status done with this backup policy from this computer. And below we've got pretty detailed statistics of our backup and restores. So we can, for example, check how our backups were done within last 3 months. So I believe this could be pretty useful information in the case we have to determine, for example, what happened with our backups, or whether our backups were done properly or not. There is also access to the recent notifications from device, its groups, the agent version, or even we can check some more detailed information about the computer. Uh, and yes, of course, in this case, the management service and the agent are located on completely different machines, because here we've got one, two, three, four different computers already added. Those computers are, of course, some external machines. External, I mean, located on different places than the management service is running, and the management is running on one of my virtual machines. So in this case, Xopero One Management Service and the agent are at completely different machines. But if we'll take a look at workers again, there is Linux machine, which is already online. It's connected over the localhost IP address, and this is my local worker. So this is the only agent installed on the same computer when my management is working. Here, the rest of computers are completely separate machines. Through this simplified view, we are able, of course, to make any operation with our computer, so we can assign any of the existing backup policy, as well as we can trigger the backup from this computer or restart the data. But it may be very tough to manage multiple devices using this simplified view, so we are providing also some more advanced table view with more detailed information about our computers. Like, for example, here I've got information about their IP addresses, and here we can see way better that all of these machines visible here are separate computers. There is also agent version available, so it's information about the version of agent already installed on the computer, and at any time whenever it's needed we can update our agents easily. Just download the installer and run it on the computer. But from this point of view, from this table, which is more advanced, we can also manage which information about our computers we've got already visible. Like, for example, I'm not interested in the last backup at all. I'm more interested in the last successful backup from my computer. There is quite advanced search engine available in this Xopero One. But through this table view, we can also make some mass operation on multiple computers at once. So, for example, we can assign at once all those computers to already existing backup plan just by selecting them and pressing on the Assign to Plan button. We can also pretty easy add our computers to some groups. You can group easily your computers. The group you have to treat as some kind of organizational structure. So, for example, the use case for group may be following. There are two different locations. The customer has two different locations, two different offices. He needs to protect the computers from those from two different locations. And to make its management easier, we can create a new group, which I will name, let's say, main office. And all computers from main office are right now assigned to my group. And if I would like to check, for example, what computers comes from this group, I'm just choosing the name of this group directly in Xopero One Management Service, and here the view is filtered. So it's pretty easy feature, but I believe it can make the management of some complex infrastructures way easier. From this point of view, of course, we've got also access to device dashboards, so it doesn't matter if we are using simplified or table view, we've got access to exactly the same information. That's all about just device management. Now I'm going to take you to backup plans and talk about backup plan configuration and its possibilities. I'm going to explain what we are able and how we are able to back up from devices. as well as we will talk about data restores.